So there's lots of different factoring companies out there, and most times the contracts can be different to very different. What are the things you need to look out for if you're looking at getting factoring in the contracts? What should you be aware of?
Great question. So many things to be concerned with. And I think ultimately that's really where the differences in good companies versus bad companies come from, is the actual contract. So I would start with, in the specific contract, the prepayment penalty and how long you're locked in for. I know you've seen that many times in competitors.
Yeah, I mean, what we've seen with the prepayment penalties is there are companies that their general approach is to try to keep these companies for a long, long time, past the time that that company should probably graduate on.
Yeah.
And they try to keep them around through these prepayment penalties. The better companies, the companies that are really looking out for those clients, are the ones that have limited or even no prepayment penalties, so that when it is time to graduate, these companies can move on seamlessly.
Well said. I think another important part of the contract is what's known as the 3 days to post or 5 days to post, which a lot of people never even see it until after they've signed it and experienced that. You want to maybe elaborate on that a little bit?
Yeah, so when we are financing invoices or factoring invoices, the payments on those invoices get directed to us. They get directed to the factoring company.
Yeah.
And some companies choose to hold on to those checks for, as you said, 3 or 4 or even 5 days before they technically post them to the account against the invoice that it's paying off. What happens is it stretches out the amount of time that the invoice is outstanding, and much like interest, it increases the fees. So, some companies like ours, we post it when we receive it, and your fees stop at that point. So,
yeah, very good. Yeah, I think there's several other things, but those are 2 important things you can look at. We can save you money. That way you can have some beers with us some other time.
I'm Jason Severson, President of Primary Funding.
Greg Salomon, Executive Vice President, Primary Funding.